Alright guys, welcome back. Finally back out on the water. We're out here at Black Rock today at our favourite mark. And obviously it's the start of our snapper season. So excited to be back out here and we'll see how we go. We've got our first bait soaked in the water. And it's actually coming up to slack tide now. We thought we'd come out a bit early. And then once the turn of the tide comes in a couple of hours, that's when hopefully we'll get a bit of a sunset bite. So coming into about 6 p.m, hopefully that's when they start going off. But for now, we're just going to kick it. We're going to soak a few baits in the meantime. And if anything comes along, then that's a bonus.
Well,
is that actually, we've actually hooked up in our first 2 minutes.
See?
Yeah. Oh, salmon. It's a salmon. First 2 minutes, first bait's in the water, and this is a huge salmon that we've hooked up to. Well-wee.
Is that legal size?
Is that legal size, you reckon? That is absolutely huge. First 2 minutes into our snapper season, that's a bit unexpected. There must be a school of salmon going through here, and look at that. Look at the size of that thing. It's almost like the ones that you find at surf fishing. Alright, good start. I mean, it's not the fish we're after, but I'll definitely take that. Well, the Ads craft is back on the water and we're getting a bit of action. You want to come here, Neil, and do it? Yep, that's the one. That's the one. Oh, let go. That was big.
Another salmon.
No salmon this time. Let's hope it's red. It's red. It's a start. It's a start.
It didn't take long before we were plagued by pinkies, but you need to push through them in order to get your reward.
That's the one. Take it easy.
I hope so. Oh,
this is the season opener.
It's got a bit of bite in it. Oh yeah, baby.
Let's get this fish.
Ooh, this is your flush.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bring it.
Pump myself up.
Yeah, boy. Now it's not a giant fish, but for a season opener, I am absolutely stoked. Let's go. For our season opener, again, not anything gigantic, but that is exactly what we're after at this time of year, and absolutely stoked to be off the mark. So we're coming to the end of our first day on the water, and overall pretty happy. We got the one fish, and look, for a start, couldn't be more happier than that. Stay tuned because we're going to do it all again tomorrow, but I'm going to try something a bit different tomorrow. Going to do a late evening session into a sort of midnight overnight type session. But yeah, look, overall you can tell the fish are a bit finicky. They're not coming through in thick numbers yet. We're getting a lot of pinkies in between. The temperature's only just hit 16 degrees, so they're still a bit slow to fire up. I reckon in the next, I'd say, week or two, with a few days of hot weather, I reckon they'll really start to get on. Yeah, that's pretty much it for us today. Just finishing our last couple of baits and then we're going to head back in. And just a bit of a heads up as well, obviously it's no secret, we know where this is. Good old Ricketts Point. The fisheries have been sending a drone up and down, and there was a few guys who were anchored in the actual marine park. They actually sent fisheries on jet skis. Pretty sure a couple of them got done, so just be careful fishing Ricketts Point. Just check your maps, check your navionics, make sure you're within the boundary because you will get done.
Overall, our first day on the water was quiet in terms of fish, but bloody oath does it feel good to be back out on the water. I wasn't going to let this week pass without a decent session, so we were back at it the next evening.
Alright, here we go, take number 2.
Take number 2, featuring haddock. And Adzi, look at the bay, bit choppy out there.
Very choppy.
Can't see it.
It's nowhere near like that other day, but
yeah, nah.
Thank fuck for that.
So Ads Fishing took us fishing on a bloody choppy day, and we're pretty much surfing St Kilda.
That's it, we're actually surfing, yeah, and this kid can't swim.
Can't swim. I had my hand on the fucking life jacket ready to pop it.
Honestly, but I didn't tell him, but I was actually pretty scared during that time.
To be honest, I actually thought you knew what you were doing.
I was acting like I knew what I was doing, so at least he didn't panic. That's right, who needs an anchor winch, huh? And you got this fella.
Use the lebo.
So basically the reason why I wanted to come here tonight is this is a very good early snapper season spot. But in reality, we're probably about a week or two too late. But because it looks like the fishing gods has blessed us with a delayed start to the snapper season, and because the water temperature is still low, I feel like it's going to be perfect timing to actually hit here up. So we're going to do an all-night sesh here. Avoid all the boats down at Black Rock for the time being. So yeah, guys, we've put all the baits out. Now it's just the waiting game. The tide's just starting to pull in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy the burley, and hopefully in the next half an hour or so, as the tide comes in, we have something to swim up the burley trail. And if not, look, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful evening. Got an amazing view. Yeah, but in terms of early season, look, I don't expect too much. I'm just excited to be out, to be honest. Not massive expectations, but I do know some big fish come through here.
As usual, I thought I knew, but I didn't know. Every time I have Moe on board, he seems to jinx the session. We spent all night on the boat for donuts, but I still was determined to get onto them before the end of the week.
Here we go, guys, take 3. I reckon this is going to be the one. I don't know about you guys, but I've got a good feeling. Let's do it.
Fingers crossed.
So we're out here on a weekday, nice and quiet, not a lot of boats around. Over the last few days it was a bit more warmer weather, and the actual temperature of the water's spiked up a couple of degrees. Well, not a couple, it's gone up to about 17 on the surface. So I think it's going to be pretty primo for a runner snapper coming through. I think over the next week or so they're really going to start firing up. So we'll give it a crack today and see how we go.
Sorry. I just saw Basha Huli in you, bro. Just then, I don't know. I'm thinking, am I fishing with my nephew or did I say Basha? Yeah.
First bait in the water. Let's bring it home. Come on. These are our little burley bags that we prepared earlier. Throw these out and try to entice the fish towards the boat. We're coming up to mid-tide now, so hopefully in the next hour or so we'll get a few hits. Nothing beats the anticipation of having the rods out and sitting here and waiting. What do you reckon?
Yeah, just can't wait.
Alright, we're on to our first fish of the day. I think we found ourselves on a little pinky.
Shit. You want to swap?
It's not a big fish, but it's a beautiful panty. I'll take that. 20 minutes in, hopefully we can upgrade. Yeah, we're on.
Again, the pinkies were in plague proportions. We hooked up to a couple of very big fish that my uncle lost, and he was absolutely shattered.
It's actually, that's a good panty.
It's bad. Whipper.
Alright, we've hooked up to an absolute donkey. Ah! We hooked up to an absolute donkey and lost it. I reckon he went too hard. Let's go. 100%. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ah, you dog.
He's popped ya. That was a big fish.
How easy can I go, bro?
It's one of the big fish, lads. This is the one we're after.
Yeah, another keeper.
Wow. We've dropped 2 absolute donkeys, so we have to bring this one in. Swap sides. We need this one. Come on. Come on. Hold on, let it settle before you net it. Wait. Yes! Oh my god!
You alright? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
Guys, you don't understand. We lost two absolute donkeys. And we were gonna honestly go home soon, and we're absolutely shattered. My uncle was saying that he wasn't gonna be able to sleep tonight. And look at this. That's
Great
it.
job, mate.
Finally. And I can finally sleep happy tonight. Oh, stoked with that. Now I can officially say we've started the season.
You didn't know this one.
Oh!
That's got the.
Oh! Double hook up, actually going off.
What the fuck is it?
Oh, it's a salmon.
Yeah.
Fuck! This is ridiculous.
Are you getting this?
Wow. I think this one's a salmon as
Yeah,
well. They're
I
both salmon. Massive salmon. Help me! Help me!
Yeah, the net. Yeah. Oh, you
Wow, how
got it.
big is that?
Oh, fuck!
There must be a school of salmon coming through, because look at that. Two absolute stonkers.
How was that for repayment? See your goodwill?
I gave him my rod because it went off, and then his one went off, so he gave it to me. We are officially unleashed.
Wow.
That just tops it off. Look at the size of these.
That. Yo, that's amazing.
We're on to another big one, lad.
Yes.
What a relief. Whole day on the water. Sometimes you gotta be
Can I
patient.
bring it back? Thanks.
Run outside. We're about halfway through the run out. Get the net.
Where is it? You want to do it?
Whatever.
Beautiful. There she is. There's another one. It's a bit smaller than the other one, but it's a good 2.5 kilo fish. Look at that. Look at the way it's lit up. Look at the nice, beautiful colours on it. Here we go. Let's go. He's onto a decent fish here as well.
Matty, who you guys know from the channel, anchored up next to us in his tinny, and he hooked up to an absolute chief.
He doesn't want to come up, bro. Bro, don't worry about the phone now.
That's the one! That is a donkey.
All we needed to top the day off was to get my uncle onto a fish, and he pulled through.
Man, he's dropped 3 of them. Take it easy.
It's got no leader.
Just let it buzz, let it buzz. Just go easy on it. Take half an hour if you need. That's a big fish.
That's a big one.
He's dropped 3. Let's not make it 4. Don't get excited, relax. Nice and slow. Give me the net. Yep, that's the one. That's the one, baby.
Let's see.
Lean over. It's alright.
I can't see shit, bro.
So bring it. Got it. He's finally got his fish. To be fair, it's not as big as what the other ones were, but fuck man, you take it at this rate. There we go, he's finally got his fish. Would you be able to sleep tonight now?
Yeah.
Turn the music
I think
down.
the other ones were a bit bigger, but...
Yeah, the other ones were a bit bigger, but I think you'd be happy with that one, man.
Oh, absolutely.
We're almost finished our baits as well, so that just tops it off really, guys. Oh, what a session, unbelievable. Pandemonium as per usual on Ads Fishing Charters.
After a long day on the water, we got onto a few more pinkies to end the day, which caused an absolute mess. And then it was time to head back in. Bring on the rest of the season. Let's go.